I wasn't expecting the movie to be so exciting, but this was a very riveting experience done very well. So let me jump in right away to what I really enjoyed about She Said. I found the story's pacing to be extremely consistent and really fast paced. This movie is on the longer side. 2 hours plus to me is a longer movie. It doesn't feel like a 2 hour plus movie at all. In fact, it feels more so like an hour and a half because it constantly pushes on the gas pedal and doesn't really stop. You're immediately introduced to Megan Twohey and Jodie Cantor. You immediately start getting invested into their story. They start questioning witnesses. They start questioning certain subjects within the story that they're trying to write, and it's always compelling. Every single conversation they have is really intense. It's really unpredictable. It's really exciting. The movie does a really great job at executing upon the fact that these witnesses might be in danger. These reporters might be in danger for trying to tell this story. And to me, that just elevated the stakes of the movie, made the pacing a lot more exciting, and just made the entire experience a lot more robust. And I gotta give mad props to this movie for taking what would seem like a really mundane task of just interviewing witnesses, interviewing subjects, and writing a story, and turning it into something extremely exciting. Because on the surface, and based on the marketing of this movie, honestly, it didn't really look to be all that fun. And that's what movies are supposed to be. They're supposed to be fun experiences, or at least experiences that are supposed to get your mind turning. And this movie definitely accomplishes that goal. I use the term fun kind of loosely here, just stick with me on that, but you get the idea. Additionally, I really appreciated the movie's ability to convey information about journalism in general. Like, I walked into this movie knowing just a little bit about journalism, and I walked out of it learning a ton. Things like keeping witnesses confidential, keeping their subjects confidential, when to publish, when not to publish, some of the ethics that go into journalism. I thought this movie kind of walked through those really succinctly in a way that was really easy to understand. And when you throw all those elements into a movie and you can also make that really exciting, I walked out of it having learned something and took pleasure in learning said things. I never felt like it was a drag for the movie to convey that information to me, which really made the experience all that much more exciting. It didn't compromise that fast cadence that I talked about a little bit earlier, which is all the more impressive because, like I said, a lot of these subjects on their surface seem really dry, and this movie finds a way to make them work. And additionally, I thought the acting across the board in this movie was exceptional. The standouts for me were, of course, in our leads between Carey Mulligan and Zoe Kazan as Megan Twohey and also Jodie Cantor. You spend most of the screen time, if not almost all the screen time, really with these two characters, and if they didn't perform well, it of course would have compromised the movie. However, they stick the landing so well and so consistently. And even the supporting cast I really enjoyed, especially Andre Braugher, who plays, I guess, their chief editor, I believe is his title. For those of you who don't know who Andre Braugher is, if you've seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine, he is chief, and he plays a really serious role here and does exceptional in that as well. And I think he really added some really great pieces to the puzzle. And I'll give another shout here to Patricia Clarkson, who also plays as another pivotal character in this movie. I thought she really was a nice supplement to the writing team really in this film. One of the things that you'll find is that when these journalists are working on a story, it's not just the two journalists. They've got like a whole team working with them. It's one of the things to learn about in journalism as you watch this movie. So friends, in the end, if I'm going to give this movie a score, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I thought this was a great and riveting experience, and don't sleep on this one. Go see it.